afternoon, students. Today we will be discussing about the topic quadratic equation. So already in the previous chapters we all have studied about the polynomials. Polynomials with the degree 2 is called as quadratic polynomial. Ax square plus px plus c. Okay, this is a quadratic polynomial. So what is a quadratic polynomial is, if the degree of the polynomial is 2, we call it as quadratic polynomial. So when this is equated to 0, the quadratic polynomial becomes quadratic equation. So general form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, provided a should not be equal to 0. Okay. So when a is equal to 0, the total term ax square will become 0. The full term becomes 0. You will be left out with only bx plus c. So this is not a quadratic equation. So for that purpose, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a should not be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, the total term ax square will become 0. If this becomes 0, you will be left out with only bx plus c, which is not a quadratic equation. For that purpose only, a should not be equal to 0. Okay. So to find the solution to this, we have three methods. We can find the roots of the quadratic equation by three methods. The three methods are, first one is factorization method. Factorization method. The second one is completing the square method. Completing the square method. And lastly, it is the formula method. So we can find the roots of the quadratic equation in three ways. So the first one is the factorization method, the second one is completing the square method, and the third one, it is the formula method. So we will take an example and we will find the solution to, how to find the solution we will find out in three different ways. So we will take an example and find out the roots by all the three methods. Suppose say it is x square minus 7x plus 12. Okay. First we will see how to solve this by factorization method. Okay. So to find the solution in factorization method, first you have to split this x square. So x square you can split it as x into x. So what I am doing now is the factorization method. Factorization method. Okay. So x square minus 7x plus 12. So what you do is first split x square. X square can be split as x into x. Next, find the factors for 12. The factors of 12 are 12 into 1 will give you 12. 6 into 2 will give you 12, and 4 into 3 will give you 12. Okay. All the three you compare. Which factor we are going to choose is, where if you add or subtract, you should get back the middle term. Okay. So we will go for 4 into 3, which is equal to 12. Okay. So split this as 4 3s are 12. So first what I have done is, first I have split x square. X square I have split as x into x, and 12 I have split as 4 3s are 12. Okay. So cross multiply. So when you are cross multiplying, you will get it as 4x, and when I cross multiply, I will get it as 3x So 4x and 3x. What is the middle term required for you is 7x. So along with the sign you should take, it is minus 7x. So it is minus 7x. For both the terms, if I put minus only, I will get it as minus 7x, because minus 4x and minus 3x will give me minus 7x. Whatever signs I have put here, the same sign must be carried in between these two. Okay, so here I have taken it as minus, so I will take it as minus. Here also I have taken it as minus, so it comes minus. So x minus 4 will be one factor and x minus 3 will be another factor. Okay. So equate it to 0. X minus 4 will be equal to 0. X will be equal to this minus 4. When you are transferring that side, it becomes plus 4. So x value is 4. Next, when x minus 3 is equated to 0, x is equal to 3. Okay, so the values of x are, x is equal to 4 will be one root and x is equal to 3 will be another root. This is the factorization method. The same problem we will do in formula method. Okay. The same problem we will do in formula method. So the coefficient of x square is called as a. So a is equal to 1. The coefficient of x is b. B will be minus 7 and constant c will be 12. Okay. The formula to find the roots of the quadratic equation is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay. This is the formula. You know what is a value, you know what is b value, you know what is c value. Substitute in the formula. So x will be equal to minus, which is in the formula, b value is minus 7 plus or minus square root of minus 7 the whole square minus 4 into a value is 1 and c value is 12 divided by 2 into a value is 1. Okay. So minus into minus will become plus. So 7 plus or minus square root of minus 7. When you are squaring, it becomes plus. So 7 sevens are, it is 49 minus 4 into 12. 12 into 4 will give me 48. 4 twos are 8 and 4 ones are 4. So it is 48 divided by 2 into 1. So 49 minus 48 will give me 1. So 7 plus or minus square root of 1 divided by 2 it is. Okay, 2 into 1 it is 2. So 7 plus or minus root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1 only. So 7 plus or minus 1 by 2 it is. Okay. So once you take positive, other time you take negative. So 7 plus 1 by 2. So 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 fours are 8. So it is 4. So x value is 4 when you have taken positive. Next, take it negative. 7 minus 1 divided by 2. So 7 minus 1 is 6 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2. 2 3s are 6. So x value is 3. So in both the methods we have seen that x is either 4 or 5 it is. When we took positive it is 7 plus 1 by 2 which is equal to 4. When we took negative it is 7 minus 1 by 2 which is equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. So we have got the same value both in the factorization method and by the formula method. Next we will see how to do this in the completing the square method. So next we'll see how to do this in the completing the square method. Okay. So x square minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. That was the problem. Okay. So here what we do is this constant we take it towards the right hand side. So x square minus 7x will be equal to minus 12. This 12 I have taken on the other hand side. So here it was plus 12. When it is going on the other hand side it becomes minus 12. Okay. So check the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is minus 7. So half the coefficient of x. So half into minus 7. So it becomes minus 7 by 2. So what we have done is we have half the coefficient of x. Okay. Square that number. So minus 7 by 2. Square it. So when you are squaring, sign will get changed. So it is 49 by 2 2s it is 4. So what we have done is half it, square it and add it to both LHS side as well as the RHS side. So it becomes x square minus 7x plus 49 by 4 which is equal to minus 12 plus 49 by 4. So what I have done? I have half the coefficient of x. I have squared it and I have added both the side. So 49 by 4 to the left hand side also I have added, to the right hand side also I have added. So this is of the form a minus b the whole square. So x minus 7 by 2 the whole square is equal to, take the LCM, so it is 4. So 12 into 4 it gives me minus 48 plus 49. Okay. So x minus 7 by 2 the whole square is equal to 49 minus 48 is 1 by 4. Okay. So x minus 7 by 2 the whole square is equal to 1 by 4. So x minus 7 by 2 is equal to square root of 1 by 4. So x minus 7 by 2 is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. Okay. Then x will be equal to plus or minus 1 by 2 plus 7 by 2. This 7 by 2 I have taken that side, so it becomes plus 7 by 2. So once you take positive value, other time you take negative value. So when I am taking positive, plus 1 by 2 plus 7 by 2 will give me 2 will be the LCM. 1 plus 7 is equal to 8 by 2, which is equal to 4. Now I have taken positive. Next take negative. Minus half plus 7 by 2. Here 2 will be the LCM. I get it as minus 1 plus 7. So 7 minus 1 is 6 by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 3s are 6. So x value is 3. So in all the three methods, we have seen that the value of x is 3 and 4. Okay. Thank you, children.